What about now? Does that work better? Nope. Okay. Yes. Okay, good. Ah, but now I'm hearing ugh. Okay. What am I gonna so, alright. I'm just gonna have to listen to my own echo, which is gonna drive me nuts, but it'll be fine. I'll figure it out later. Um, let's see here. This is the one that's I've got 2 screens, and I'm trying to make sure that the sound is picking up correctly. I'm just making sure. Okay. As long as y'all hear the echo, I'm good. Alright. So, like I was saying, uh okay, I can I can't hear you at all. I know. Well, okay. So, I went ahead and started GCN a little bit early just because or started our show because GCN ended a little earlier, and as long as I'm not having sound issues for the rest of the evening, I guess I'll be good. Alright. So, tonight's show is gonna be a little bit more structured this evening. I do have something that I wanted to talk about, which is, am I overthinking my grow? So, as we all know, like Danik said earlier, usually the answer to that question is yes, but there are multiple layers to it. So, because cannabis is tougher than we get credit for. So, uh, here, I'm gonna have to, not that one. Those are, I think it's because I got 2 screens open. That's what's driving me nuts. Oh, well, I had it on there, but yeah, I use that as a, yeah. Sorry. Yeah, but if I close out now, it's probably gonna close the show. Alright, give me 1 second, guys. Let me fix this because as much as I'm enjoying this, I don't like hearing my own sound again. Okay, so that should have fixed the sound so that it's not such an issue. Just to make sure, is everybody hearing me okay? Okay, so yes, I can hear that. Sounds much better. Good. It's not, I told you, y'all, it was going to drive me to drink, and that is one thing I don't want to do. So ugh, it was going to drive me insane. If you listen to your own voice on a recording, it, it you'll go crazy because I'm hearing everything right behind exactly what I'm saying, and oh, it was horrible. So, all right. So, am I overthinking my grow? That is what we're going to be talking about tonight. Um, and as I was saying, cannabis is a tougher plant than we give it credit for. So, a lot of beginner and even experienced grower issues come from basically us loving the plant way too much and wanting to do the very best that we can, which is always a good thing. I mean, we always want to try to do the best that we can. So I've written out a few bullet points as to signs that you may be overthinking your grow. Um, so one would be checking your plants multiple times a day, looking for tiny changes. So when I say tiny changes is that one leaf look a little bit different than the other? You know, is oh that one little leaf is curled while the rest of them are not. Or, I mean, you're just examining every single little inch of this plant and, just really, really trying to analyze it. And sometimes you're going to have those small, little, tiny changes. It doesn't necessarily mean something is wrong. So just trying not to, I mean, you can watch your plants, but try not to overanalyze. You're reacting to every small little why was yeah, I know. Me too. Um, you're reacting to every small little leaf curl, spot, color shift. If it gets a little bit lighter one day to the next, something like that. So a lot of people, when they start to see those small, itty bitty little minute changes, they start adjusting their nutrients, the lighting, how moving it up and down, changing your ppfds, um, things like that. You start watering too frequently or thinking that you're over watering and not watering enough. So we start to change things that could end up causing more harm than good. But a lot of the times your plants are going to do what your plants are going to do, and we're trying to compare what we're doing with what we see online to what people say are these perfect online photos. um, None of us are perfect. We're all going to make mistakes and screw up, and you can't take your plants and compare them to somebody else's. Even with the same genetics, the same everything, plants grow different. No matter what you do, it's going to be different than the next person. You could be in the house next door and your neighbor's growing the exact same thing because you share genetics or share anything, and your plants will still look different from theirs because you grow differently. So um doing too much. So you'll hear me say that a lot. I think a lot of it's you're doing too much. The plants look mostly healthy, but you feel stressed anyway. It's okay. So do I need to change this, or do I need to do this a little bit better? They look healthy. They're still green. Everything's good. But is there more that I could be doing? Just listen to your plants. If they're healthy and green, they look happy, just leave them alone. Um, so some signs that you're actually really doing good is you have new growth. So if your new growth looks healthy, even if, like with what Carl did with the ginger that I had, it the leaves were turning brown, it was having some spots, it didn't really look good, that kind of thing. But with ooh, we're gonna be popping some 420. Yeah, we got to get some more, and actually we're going to be growing some of that soon too. Um, if your leaves are green, they're praying or even slightly relaxed, your new growth is nice and green, happy, it doesn't show any signs of deficiency or anything like that. That's all good, which is what Carl did with that ginger because everything at the bottom just looked brown and gross. And then as the new growth came out, it started looking better and better. So, you know, that just watching the plant, seeing what it does. Um, Problems, if you have any, that, if they're spreading slowly and not rapidly. So if you're going in there and you may have a slight deficiency, a nutrient lockout, burn, anything like that, um, if it's going real slow, you do have time to adjust it. Um, but unfortunately, if it's changing rapidly, there's something that's really screwed up. You really got to do some examining then. So, and then if your plant is still growing, if it's growing from week to week, it looks good, things are progressing well, then as long as it's still growing and your new growth looks good, like I said, everything is going good. Um, if the a good rule of thumb to follow, if the plant looks okay today, don't change anything. So, if everything seems to be looking good, don't overdo it. Most issues need time. So, yeah, you're logged in as me. Sorry, that's actually Carl. That is not me. So I don't know how. Sorry, he's in the other room. He's like, how did I log in as you? I don't know how he did that. So most issues just need time, and plants show stress right after the cause. So if you get a little bit of issues or problems, give it a little bit of time for that fix to change and correct itself. You don't want to overdo it. Oh, I know how you did it as me, because you put it in as the post all at the bottom. You put it in as a comment in the accounts under my name. So instead of typing
Got
it
it.
in, yeah, that's how it happened. Sorry, producer brain clicked on. Um, so your plants, if it does have an issue or something, it does take a little bit of time to show, but it also takes more time to correct it. So those leaves, like I said, as long as you have some new growth going on and everything from there on looks good, don't overthink it. Let the plant show you if it's still stressed or having issues. And a number one biggest problem that a lot of people have, new and old growers, is they make way too many changes way too fast. Oh, hey, thanks, Elle. Um, well, that'll be fun. Starting a fire outside with the kiddos. Uh, so, but yeah, it's too warm here for a fire. That's just oof. So, but back to that. It's well, yeah, and it's raining here right now, so I'm not gonna have a fire anyway. So, um, but changing so many things so fast is never a good thing. So, make one change, see what it does, do a little bit of research, look into it. There are a lot of websites that have really good information on there that'll be able to help you figure out exactly what's going on. And if you have a really good idea, change one thing. So if it is a nutrient lockout or some sort of deficiency, just change that one thing. Either supplement if you need to, or flush your plant if you need to flush out all of those nutrients to kind of get your uh, levels a little bit more. Try to flush out a lot of that so the plant's not uptaking. If you're getting some sort of lockout, your leaves are changing color, deficiencies, like I said, you're just going to add a little bit more. But it depends on what you have going on. A lot of the times, change your water cycle, what time of day you feed the plants, what, how much you're giving them, whether it's photo or auto would depend on in this house how often we feed. all of our autos get fed every day. So they are food hungry, like starving little beasts. And hey, Holy Toledo. Um, and oh, hey, Mo Medic. And so in this house, they get fed every day. Whereas our photos are every other day because they don't tend to eat quite as much or as fast as our autos do. Um, so it just depends on how everything grows in your house as to what you want to do and how often you do it. Just don't make too many changes at one time. You want to start slow, change one thing, give the plant a few days to react to it. If everything seems to be going good, then just leave it alone. Um, if you know the plant gets worse, then hey, okay, so maybe I'm going in the opposite direction. It's just you're gonna have to, and what works in your garden may not work in somebody else's. That is one thing that you always have to be careful of is when you tell somebody, hey, so I've got this going on, and they're like, okay, well, hey, just add, we'll use CalMag is always the answer. Um, just add some CalMag. Yeah. D- You don't want to just add CalMag. You need to look at your nutrients, your current nutrients. Do they contain CalMag? How much CalMag is in there? If it's something else or another problem, you don't want to compound the issues and end up with two problems. So you really need to do a little bit of research, look and see what you're doing. And if somebody doesn't ask you more than just one question, if they give you an answer right away based on what you said, hey, my plant looks like this, I honestly would probably not go with that answer. Um, 9 times out of 10, it's just something right off the cuff. Oh, hey, did now if they start asking you a bunch of open-ended questions, okay, so what kind of plant is it? What strain is it? Um, what's your light cycle? What's your um, a lot of people go by VPD. We don't really pay that much attention to that in this house. Um, what's your EC? Have you checked your runoff? A lot of people will ask if they are, tint temperatures. Um, if they are asking a lot more questions before they ever give you an answer, I would be more inclined to go with that type of an answer than to, oh, well, hey, you just need to add some CalMag in there. Because even Dr. Danknugs from Corey, one time when I talked to him, and he's even said it on his own show, was we were talking about something and he just started adding, he was having an issue or a problem and started adding CalMag. And when I was talking to him about it, and I said, well, we don't use CalMag in this house. And he says, well, how do you know? I said, well, my nutrients contain CalMag. So he went back and looked at his nutrients, and sure enough, his nutrients had CalMag and had enough. So he was actually causing another issue on top of that. Um, because again, you need to look into what you're doing, and you need to ask if somebody's asking for help, you need to go in and ask all of these open-ended questions and find out exactly what's going on. And cannabis is a very, very resilient plant. It can take a lot of beatings, a lot of feedings. And, as we were saying in GCN earlier, you can, with certain nutrients, you can overfeed your plants. You can give them so many nutrients, they lock themselves out. That is not necessarily an issue in this house. Our nutrients, uh, we don't use complete organic, but they are more of a synganic than anything. Because they do contain a lot of organic materials, but they do also have the salts. So it's kind of a little bit of both. Um, but hey, they work really well. And actually, we're doing a lot better with the green leaf mega crop than we did with the strive. So everything seems to be staying healthier. We're not getting any of the leaf curling or burning or spotting or changing. Our plants just look happier and healthier. And bonus, it's a hell of a lot cheaper. So everything just seems to look really good. Hey, Macho. Um, miss you, buddy. Hopefully one day we can hang out again soon. Um, so it just you have to be this plant can really take a lot of abuse, whether it's a photo or whether it's an auto. And with autos, I would say you just got to have great genetics in order to beat it up. Um, and okay, yeah, see, and again, as long as you know what's going good and what works in your tent, then holy Toledo, you roll with it, buddy. And a lot of people do organic growing. I mean, L is build a soil guy. I've actually never done build a soil. And as of right now, I think we're mostly going to stick with cocoa and occasionally do a DWC. Um, yeah, hopefully sooner rather than later, Macho, I know. But we'll have to see for later on this year. I don't know. At the moment, it ain't looking that good. But hey, Luz! Um, but again, these plants can take a lot of abuse. So you can just keep experimenting. Change one thing at a time. See what works best, see what doesn't, and just go from there. I mean, it doesn't a lot of the times it doesn't take a huge amount of changes or anything like that, but you always want to make sure that, experiment, keep one plant doing one thing and go back to another. It really depends on what you want to do. And sorry, I turned YouTube back on and oh, I heard my voice again, y'all. Uh, so I went over here to actually put the comment in. So if anybody wants to join in and come hang out, you can come on here if you want to show us what you got going on. We would love to see anything that you have. If you have any questions, concerns, comments, gripes and complaints or another show. So don't bring any of those, or you could just take a number and wait your turn. We'll get to you pretty soon. Not just kidding. Um, but again, kind of like GCN, you don't have to show your face. You can just put the logo on the screen if you just want to come hang out, chill out with us. Um, so uh, yeah, yeah. I mean, you can hang out with your thing out, or as Elle likes to do, you just bring your butt plug and it it'll all be good. Um, so um, what you hey, Lowe's buddy, I'm gonna have some questions for you soon because I don't know if you heard on GCN, but we're getting the breeding project started, and I have some questions. So, it's more like, and I guess it's because I will be honest, it is kind of confused. I'm kind of confused with yeah, I saw the butt plug and, or for in your case, you could have a butt pug. So, but I'm kind of confused with the crossing of the strains because I know lately in the community there's been some back and forth about what's a back cross and you know if something's becoming an S1 or if you're doing an inline cross or it's and so many people say so many different things and I think that's why I'm confused because originally I thought I had it figured out. So but it's so many people, like I said, say, okay, this is a back cross when you're doing this and this, and you can add it. The problem is we're doing this with just two of the same strains. So for me, you would look at it and go, okay, with the way that we're breeding them, it turns them into an S1. And Crimson, if you're still in here, which I haven't seen you say anything, that would also be, I may have missed you talking, but I saw you back there, but some questions that you could answer as well, because with trying to figure this out. Oh, hey, still here. Cool. Trying to figure out the crossings and what would make what, it to me can just be bleh. Of course, I know two of the strains we're crossing are two completely different strains, so of course then I'm creating a new line, which is, you're going to have all of our F1s that will work through and do all of that. But yes, two of the same strains. So it's they're both females. We're actually reversing the banana berry muffin 1A and 1B, which are the same cuts from the same plant. So that's why they're all number 1. So the reason why we separated them was just to make sure we knew which ones came from what. No, I'm talking about just those. Why can't you? Oh, you are. So look, there's Carl now. So we are actually reversing.
I figured it would be easier if I just helped you by showing what the fuck you're talking about, lady.
Okay.
But I was stuck in the background. Sorry. Here, I'm going to the other room.
Okay. So both of these have been sprayed with the STS spray. They are both banana berry muffin pheno number 1. It's just a cut A and cut B, so that way we can kind of keep them separated, but they're off of the same plant. So it's banana berry muffin number 1. So these are the pollinators. So with the spray, they're going to be they are regs, but we're actually making them, because they're females, we're reversing them. So they're both donating pollen. Yes, they're both donating pollen. They are cut from the same, they're like a second generation clone off of the original mother. And then as he goes into the other room, the other plants, of course, the twerkleberry that we're crossing it to is going to be one that's going to receive pollen. I know it's a completely different strain, so I know that's starting over with creating an F1 with whatever that crosses. So that's going to be a completely separate issue. My question then is, we're doing one of the banana berry muffins that's going to receive pollen is also a number 1, but that's because we're doing a seed increase. So there's 2 of those in there, right? Yeah. So those are going to, yes, all of these are going to end up, those both are going to drop at the same time. They'll both be put into the other tent with those as soon as we actually can flip these girls into flower. So we're waiting for, the other 2 have already just been flipped to flower. So we're going to give them a couple weeks to actually kind of help the reversal and make sure they start growing balls. And then they'll actually be pollinating the banana berry muffin. There's going to be 2 number 1 phenos. So a seed increase.
I don't remember which one's which in this tent. They're all turned around. That's 4. Pheno 4. That's
Mm-hmm.
Pheno 2. These should be the ones here. And that's a 4 also. We have
Yeah.
2 4, 1 2, and 2 1s. Because the other 2 is over there that's getting scrubbed.
Yeah. So the banana berry muffin are all the same strain. There's just three different phenotypes: the number one, number two, and number four, because we got rid of number three.
Because it was a male. It was the only male
Right.
out of the four
So,
we popped that time. Because this is
uh,
number one.
how do you plan to control what pollen hits the right females with two different donors? They're the same cut from the same thing, so they're all just going to be in the same tent. They'll all receive the pollen from
The
those two.
genetics are the same.
So yeah, the
It's
genetics and
they're all
everything is the
from
same.
the 1A and 1B are from the same mother plant, which is banana berry muffin one.
Yeah,
She's already been harvested months ago.
so they're getting the same pollen from the same plant.
Genetically, they're the same.
Yes.
They're just cuts.
Yeah.
Because
So
everything you see is a cut from a different plant, except for these two and those two are genetically different.
okay, so you're making both R1 and S1. The 1-to-1 is the S1. See, that's what I thought.
Yeah, because it's selfing.
Yes, because it is selfing itself. So they become feminized at the same time because we needed to do a seed increase, but we wanted to feminize them at the same time. So we knew that that's what I thought, is those would be an S1. And then the one to the other,
Two
okay,
and the
so
four
the
would be
2 to
R
4
ones.
would be R1s. So they're just because they're a
The 1 to
reversal.
2 and 1 to 4.
Yeah. Okay,
Okay.
so those would be R1s because they're the same strain, they're just a different phenotype of that strain. Goodness, yeah. Okay. So because that's why I was like, all right, so and I guess that's where I had originally thought that they would be an R1, but then somebody else said, oh, well, but it would be a back cross into the same line. And I thought a back cross would be if we took the banana berry muffin and twirkleberry and then later on turned around and crossed that strain, the product of that strain back into the banana berry muffin. That I would assume at that point would be the banana berry muffin back cross to twirkleberry, because that's what I thought it was.
That
Um,
doesn't sound right.
well, because you're crossing it back into itself
Into one of the
with
parents. Yeah, that's right.
right into one of the original parents, as long as it's still the pheno number one. Um, okay, so okay, so but yeah, it didn't make much sense when they said it, but I was kind of confused going, okay, so am I thinking of it wrong? Or because somebody was like, all right, well, if you're taking the original and then taking a cut of it, like say if I took a banana berry muffin and then took a cut of it and then turned around and pollinated that and it's the same strain, and I was like, but that would be an S1 because it's the same one. And they're like, no, that would be a back cross. And I'm like, no. I mean, because so many people have so many different ideas of what it's supposed to be. And I'm going, I want to make sure that when I label these, I actually have them correct. So, uh, oh goodness. Sorry, guys. My allergies are a little crazy. So, oh, but all right. So at least now I know I have that straight. Write it down, what your donors are, and then your receivers, and start making your chart of R1, S1, etc. I can make one for you if you give me all the info. Okay. Uh, R2, hit the wrong button. Okay, so the number one and the other number are R2, not R1. If
Hey,
the
what the
same
fuck are you doing?
if the same strain, it's probably one of the cats. Uh, if, uh-oh.
He's under the fucking drip pan, the pan,
We
knocking
can't
plants
I
over.
can't see him, but I can see
Yeah,
he's
no, you
moving the
can't see
plant.
him. It's because he's under the fuck. He's under here.
Oh, he's
The fuck
under the
out.
the lining.
Yes, yes, he's under the liner, knocking plants over.
Y'all, I'm sorry. That's your cat.
Come on, bro.
Causing
Get the fuck out of
destruction.
there.
This is the one, y'all, that we have to keep the baby tent closed up because or cups on it because he will go in there and just rip them right out of the cocoa. I mean,
He's
it's
not the one. He's not the one that eats the plants. It's Luna eats the
well, no,
plants.
he just ripped the last one out. Luna eats them. He just rips them out. So he don't want anything to do with it afterwards. He just wants to be destructive. So, um,
That's why your son doesn't like him in his room because he
yeah,
likes to tear shit up.
yeah, I
He's a
know.
boy cat. I mean, we like to party.
All right, so if the same strain is crossing to a different strain, R1. Okay. Let's start with the donors. You said they were regs, 2 cuts of the same mom being reversed, right? Yes. What is that strain? That is the banana berry muffin. That's nachos and El Sapo. Because we originally grew 4 of them, and when we started the breeding project, because we grew more than that, but of course we took out the males and then the ones that we didn't like. So we ended up with the 3, and they were 3 of the different phenos. Yeah. I don't know if he just likes to hide or if he just loves destruction. So it could be one or the other. Um,
It's both. It's both because he's been crawling in the bed lately at night again, like when we first got him. He's been crawling
yeah,
under the blankets
yeah. So
at
and
like 4 in the morning, which really sucks.
yeah, he had to love little bratty cats, but he just wants love and attention, and he's gonna wake you up until you give it to him. So he'll do whatever he's got to do. Yeah. So Crimson, those 2 cuts are the banana berry muffin, pheno number 1. Um, they are the 3rd cut that was taken, but yes, same pheno, same everything, and those 2 are the ones that are being reversed. So those are the ones that are going to be the pollinators because they
Technically,
are
they're cuts of cuts from the original mother because there were 2 cuts from the original mother we kept that look exactly the same. They grew exactly the same. We just cut one down, or I would show you.
yeah,
Um, of the number one, they looked exactly the same. That's why they're an A and a B, just so I can keep track of them in our journals.
yes,
And they're the receiver, the donors, and we have a receiver of each also, an A and a B here.
yeah.
That's what
So
these
we
are. One's an A, one's a B.
okay, so the receivers are going to be 2 number 1s of the banana berry muffin. So pheno number 1, same as the pollinators. So because I want to get one plant that I'm getting for just to have a seed increase. And the other one, of course, I'm going to get seeds out of it too,
Really, it's to
but
get thin seeds, not really just
but
seed
it's
increase.
yeah. So, but they'll also be feminized at that point. And then yes, receiver 1 and 2, 1, there's 2 number 1s, a number 2 and a number 4, correct?
Two fours, two
Okay.
fours.
Okay, so phenotype number 4 is a banana berry muffin. Phenotype number 2 is a banana berry muffin, and then phenotype number 1. They're all banana berry muffin. The only
And
one that is different is that twerkleberry from Silly Rabbit. That's the only thing that we're crossing it to that is not going to be a banana berry muffin. There's just 3 different phenos. 1, 2, and 4. So if that's the case, the ones would be S1s, and the 1 to the other ones, which would be 2 and 4, would be then R2, correct? If that's what Lowe's said. See, y'all are getting a breeding lesson right here, while you're listening to the show.
Hey, where's your link at? Is it still working?
Yes.
This would be so much easier if we could talk to each other.
Yeah. Um, 11244 banana berry muffins, Torkleberry cross. Got it. Yes. Yeah, I could have probably typed that in and made it sound a whole lot easier to that looks like one banana times two banana. Sorry. One banana, two banana, three banana, four. Um Number one to number one is an S1, yes. Um and any number banana to to the one. Okay, so an R2 and then number one banana to a different strain is an R1. Hey, well, hello, Hydra. Um, Agro, we're going through a right at the moment doing a breeding lesson, trying to learn me while my brain is not working. So, so we will be creating R2s and S1s.
Hey, the good thing is this is recorded.
Yeah, so I could go back when my brain is actually working and going, "Hey, okay, so I did learn something." Um, so by the time this is done, we will have S1s, R2s, and F1s.
And no D2s though, guys. Sorry, no D2s. Can't
No,
help
no
you there.
R2 D2s, no. Um, well, hey, Miss Eskimo Grows. Yeah, no, you can keep your 20 below. Um,
It's
it's okay.
58 degrees here.
It's okay. Yeah, it's almost 60 here, so we'll keep the 60 and you can keep your 20 below because that's not going to happen. Yeah, that does it for those of you that haven't that does look a little weird. Um that's why I said I'm a little tired, so my brain went one banana, two banana, three banana, four. Um so but it's okay. It can look weird. It makes it easier when you can kind of go, okay, so that banana crossed with this banana makes this banana with that.
Honestly, it will help her remember it better because she'll
Yeah,
sing it anytime she thinks of it.
one banana, two banana, three. That's okay. Hey, anything, Crimson, you jump into that chart and take a look. I have a running list of what it is that we're crossing, making notes of everything that we're doing, like the days that I sprayed, the plants I defoliated, what day I did it, what they look like, the light schedule. Hey, Galaxy. Because I did defoliate them a little bit different. The ones that are the pollen receivers there that are because I want to see for our grow when they actually receive pollen, does it do better if, the canopy's a little flatter or if, it tends to just strip everything almost down to the smallest fan leaves and get rid of all the just keep more sugar leaves, get rid of all of the fan leaves? Does it do better when I do, so I'm kind of playing with it a little bit while I'm doing it. I'm assuming taking all the big fan leaves off for the most part and giving it more open space to the bud sites will most definitely help either way. So the pollinators are actually going to be up on um, raised up above the other ones as well. So that will help when they start dropping pollen. So the stuff at the bottom of the plant that drops is not going to be wasted. It's actually still can be spun around the tent and you know depending on how we end up doing it you know right now I'm just trying to figure out the watering thing because once they start dropping pollen We have a couple of ideas, but we don't have it set in stone as to the watering because I don't want to
It
open the
doesn't
tent that
matter,
much. I
but
know it
really, it
doesn't
does. I
matter
mean,
as much. I mean, it's
we
still going to
don't
be
have
probably an
anything in
every other
flour.
day. Yeah, we
No,
won't
we
have
don't have
anything in
anything in
flower.
flour. I'm not going to contaminate anything else. That's the last tent I'm going to take care of every day.
Yeah. I mean, we've talked about taking them. That's why we'll have nothing in flower. Everything will be seedling veg stage. I have no autos going right now, and we're going to keep everything in veg stage and then take care of all of these tents in here and then go into that one last. And so that way we deal with that tent, go change clothes, but it won't matter as much because even if these get a little bit of pollen on them, they're going to be sprayed down before they ever get to that point where the pollen won't be viable by that time. So uh, it won't make much of a difference. So, but I'm still going to spray them anyways, just to make sure that anything that's on them gets washed off and washed away because it's all in the same house.
We do
So
tend to overkill.
yeah, we do. Hey, Jesse.
That's why I don't
So
drink.
yeah, yeah,
Overkill.
yeah. You, your consumption rate is high in just about everything that you decide to do, dear. So, um, but again, if any of y'all want to jump on, the link is up there. You are more than welcome to come on if you want to see. If you missed on GCN, if any of you want to see the girls again, kind of go over them. If you have any questions about anything that you're doing, um, we have some great minds and talent in the chat that are happy to help out. You can either jump on stage and talk about whatever you want. I don't care if it's your New Year's resolutions or if you want to talk plants. So I will tell you, I was uh, this year has not started out as great as I wanted it to, and it's really early. So I'm hoping at this point it can only get better from here. So um, if any of y'all
Dang, lady,
knew,
it's day two. It's day two here, and you're
I
already like,
know.
it's over. I'm done. I'm done. Whatever. This year started good. This year started good so far. You got a new job starting next in a week,
Yeah,
roughly. So I mean, you got a job.
yeah,
It's not as good as you wanted, but you know what? It's going to be steady income. We're
yeah.
getting closer to my disability denial. I mean, yeah, denial. So I
Your
can talk to the lawyer
disability
finally.
determination. We'll put it
Yeah,
that
it's a
way.
denial. It's a denial.
Yeah, I
I know
know.
the state we live in. It's a denial, and they won't even answer it till April or May. And I filed it in July
Of last year.
of last year. Well, obviously,
So yeah,
no, I
yeah.
filed it in July of this year already. I
Uh,
filed it ahead, and I'm hoping it'll be done in April.
they're really caught up and running straight forward. Then if it was this year, they
Well,
they're
you had
that
to say
good at their
last.
jobs. I know. I'm hey, my
I
brain
know you're tired.
is
I know. I
yeah.
heard.
I mean, I
I
could have
know. The
drank
cat
another
woke us
Red
up
Bull
early.
early and I would still be this tired. So
Yeah.
at that
Okay.
point,
The more Red Bulls you have, more tired you get. So don't even lie.
I know that's my ADHD. If y'all did not know, a symptom or a side effect, if some of them, that's how I like to think about it. Um, if you drink a lot of energy drinks and you are ADHD, or like in my case, I was originally diagnosed ADD when it was a thing, not when it was all encompassed in ADHD, because I am not hyper whatsoever. Um, as I sit here and swivel in my chair, uh, I'm really not hyper. I can sit still for hours and not move if I wanted to, other than to blink and breathe. But if you drink multiple energy drinks or lots of coffee, you will undoubtedly have the caffeine crash. So if you are one of those that drinks energy drinks and then you're okay and then you get tired, um, that is the caffeine that is doing that. So if supposedly, and I haven't tested it because I'm so addicted to caffeine, not just I only drink if I drink an energy drink, I have one a day at the most. Um, but I drink sodas more than half the day, and I need to be drinking some water right now, but um, I've been addicted to caffeine since I was like 8 to 10 years old. So I get the headaches and the migraines and all of that if I don't drink caffeine. But um, it really sucked when I went on one of my diets and I tried to lessen the amount of caffeine. I can get away with 2 sodas a day and nothing else. But if I try to drink less than that, I will end up with migraines, nausea. It is not a fun thing. Um, check your Discord DMs. Okay, so let's open Discord. I don't keep Discord open, so no, do not switch audio devices.
It's
Crimson.
because she's running this whole show on like a 10-year-old laptop from Walmart, a 10-year-old gaming laptop from Walmart. It gets a little hot if you have Discord running all the time.
Yeah, I can only do so many. Okay, so ooh, I'm gonna have to move this over here because it's gonna drive me to drink. All right, so let me see if I can. Haha! All right, so look at you putting all the cute little things on here. So banana berry is a pollinator. So banana berry muffin, pheno number 1. Okay, so the banana berry pollen to the pheno number 1 is making it's a self line, so it's an S1. Okay, cool. I had that one right. This is really cute, by the way. I really like this. Um, banana berry pollen to pheno number 2, which is that's the reverse line. Okay, so that makes an R2. No D2. Damn it. Um, okay, and then go down. So the number 1 to the number 4 also makes an R2. And then banana berry muffin to the twerkleberry. Now that's where I would be confused. So banana berry muffin number 1 to a twerkleberry, I thought would not be a reversed line.
Well, it's an R1
But I
instead of
guess
F1 because it's a fem,
okay,
correct? Because it's
because
a reversal.
we did the reversal of the banana berry. So either way, it would be a reversal to the twerkleberry, which makes the R1. Whereas when you do a
Because
reversal to
you wouldn't do a reversal if you just did male and female pollen from two others. That would where you get the F1.
Okay, see that? Okay, so then that makes
If I'm
so
correct.
okay, exactly. Jesse says exactly. Okay,
Yeah,
so because
R1 and F1 are the same thing, just one's fems and one's regs.
right,
If
so we
I'm
were it
simplifying it as possible as I can.
gotcha. Yeah, that really is really cool. So I like that little sheet that you have there. Do you have a program that makes that? So if we had taken the R1 for a fem and F1 for regs. Okay, so if we had taken the banana berry muffin as a reg, because that's what they are, and remove that real quick. If we had taken that and crossed it to the twerkleberry, as far as like if we had taken the male, not feminized it, but just taken the male and crossed it to the twerkleberry, that's when it would be the F1s. So, all right, we stop sharing that page. Yes. So, okay, I got it. But since we're reversing and feminizing the okay. See, there you go. See, I knew you guys would be the ones to ask. So that is very, very helpful. So now I get it. Okay. See, and people just have you so confused as to what you need to be doing. Okay. So you use AI shit? Yeah, I use AI shit all the time. But yes, it is pretty awesome. Um, yes, okay. So and that's what I thought is because if I use the banana berry muffin mail to the twerkleberry, um, so then it would be F1 regs, yeah. And that is so if we keep because they're feminized, we're going to have to keep reversing. So then it would be an R2 and then continuing the line, creating an R3 and an R4, kind of like the F1s. You just keep working the line and it would just continue to grow as an R2, R3, that kind of thing. Yeah, and honestly, when it comes down to it, I may turn around. Now I'm gonna have to when I do my auto breeding project, because I don't have regs. Um, in the long run, honestly, I think it would be better to work the line as regs, and then when you get your final project with what you want, then feminize. Um, sell both fems and regs of the same thing if you wanted to. Um, but because
I
this
re-
actually, go ahead.
I really like this strain, and I knew he did a lot of work on it because
Yeah.
I've seen his other plants because it's from Nacho, our brother-in-law. So I trusted the breeder that he'd worked a lot of the line, and he has because they're all pretty. You get a little bit of variation. I think they're an F2 that I'm growing from. I can't remember because they're all taken down from the website. So I have only limited information anymore.
Yeah.
Um, but I know I trust his work because he's kept it. His stuff. John was doing really good with keeping his stuff really good. He had a good group of testers also that would make sure his genetics were on point. So, and I've grown them before. I've had two or three of the plants already in the garden before, and they all, even these grew very similar to those, just different sizes because I grew them in different size pots. That's why I decided to go ahead and breed them because we have plenty of the seeds, and I wanted to get some FIMs to have guaranteed girls every time because we have limited space. Because technically, this is supposed to be my only tent. Now, right now, I have a plant in every tent in the house. She only has this one little lady right here
No, technically, I don't anymore
in
since I
this
popped.
tent.
Yeah.
If you would give me a dang second, Carl. Sheesh. She has this one right now in this tent, which is Ginger's. She calls it Gingy, but it's Ginger's from Romulan. And then she has this one that she has taken over, which is one of mine. It's one of the number two cuts. Her sister is one of the ones that's going to accept pollen. And then she's got these four testers down here from Silly Rabbit, which are, well, three testers and one released line, which is the dark cherry lace, and which is iced up cherries times virility. And we got the Harlot S1, Chicken Head, and Bing Bong Baby from Dark Side Seed Society, who all these really are, but it's Silly Rabbit and his work with Lazy River Gardens. And then these are two more Twerkleberries that I'm letting her have too. You like that? Letting her
Mhm.
have. And this is my ginger that I had to take over because she was not doing so well. The one she was talking about earlier with the leaves. She looked like she was going to die at one point. She was smaller than everything we have except for those two little clones down there. And I brought her back to this. She's almost done. This is the same ginger from Romulan. And then this is Banana Berry Muffin number two, finishing. She got pushed out of the tent she was in. That's why she's lopsided and weird shaped. Because the number four pheno grew to be 4 feet across. And this one grows to 4 feet tall. So that's why I was breeding them together because I want 4 feet tall and 4 feet wide.
Yeah.
Because when this girl sprouted from her seed stock, shh, Cece thought she was a male. Tried to kill her a couple times until we sexed them out. And of course, the breeders are, except for Ginger, Gingy's gonna stay here and get some company when those girls over there are done, or maybe go over there. And then I showed the pollen checkers earlier, right?
Yes. Yeah, the two that are in the gambit tent.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, I got it. Thank you so much, Jesse. I was just actually taking a look at that. That's why I'm looking over here at the other screen while he's talking. So,
So she was letting me talk.
yeah. So, let's see. Let's close that out. All right. Yep. Oh, look, a pretty plant.
How's it look?
So, um, but yeah, that's we plan on doing more. It's just
These were
I
seeds
have
we didn't have to pay for, so except for the Torkelberry, we already paid for it.
yeah.
And
So,
she was a direct sow into cocoa, from seed to cocoa.
yep. First seed we have not put in the can since we got it.
Correct. And
So,
it's just because I didn't want to get out everything and run the electricity and the can for any of it. I didn't want to do that just for one seed because I'd already put a seed. I had one seed in there that didn't take, so I just put the other one in there.
similar way just started an A and B earlier than me. Yeah, it's and we have more. We still want to do more, and I actually am going to do an auto breeding project too. One of them, it it's really. I originally started it with wanting to do a seed increase, and then Carl says, "Well, while you're doing the seed increase, why don't you go ahead and we'll just cross it with the strains that we've wanted to cross it with since I
You
started
might as well, since we're
growing
doing
it."
pollen,
Yeah, so
might as well take advantage of the pollen while it's falling. Oh,
yep.
I did not mean to rhyme.
But that's going to be later on down the road because we need to get a few more runs in and then test some stuff and do all this and uh, then it's
That's really my reason for crossing what I'm crossing because it's seeds we didn't have to pay for. We have an abundance of them, and it's practice for her auto breeding project to
yes.
get the strain that I really, really want,
Yeah.
which
Yeah,
is the auto
so
orange because we can't get one to grow right now.
no, and I think part of it was which uh just remember guys, if you pop seeds and you use peroxide, make sure your peroxide is fairly new bottle, it's still in date, that you're not using an old bottle. Um, so that didn't help when we were popping seeds anyways, but I was having issues with like the first time with the heat mat, and then I had to go back to the original heat mat, and then I think the peroxide was bad and it wasn't helping, and the seeds are just older. So that's another issue too. So anytime you have an older seed and you're trying to get that to pop, you want to make sure that all of your conditions are good. Um, uh, yeah, it can be when you're crossing stuff, and that part of what I want to do with his is uh, go back and be able to run it a few times and test it out and make sure everything is what we want and what we're looking for. So, I mean, the banana berry muffin to the banana berry muffin, I mean, it's going to be good either way, whether it carries on that, mixes that little bit of sweeter with the little bit of funky or the sweet to sweet or something like that. So, um, yeah, and a lot of people feel that way, Jesse, as far as seeds. I prefer seeds. Now I do clone as well. Like I said, I've got 2 clones. We've all of these come from cuts. They're all clones off of the one plant. Well, the pollinators are off of one plant, so the different phenos, they've all come from clones from the different ones. So same strain, just different phenos. And then the torkleberry, this is the that we popped is for this one is the in that tent for the pollinate for the receivers is another seed, but then we took cuts off of it. So I've had really good success with our cloning. So usually at this point when I can see the edges start turning color and everything, I know that they're rooting and that they're going to make it. So still a little bit in question about that one in the front, but both of them I've never had a problem with. I think maybe one of my clones didn't make it, but I think it was due more to I was using the Aero Garden and I was having some issues with keeping it clean and the light got in and it just started to grow algae in it. So we went back to the cocoa. Um, so yeah, I know all of it's going to take a few years. That is the good thing about what we're doing is I need to get it to where I want it, where he wants it and where it's at. Um, the ones to ones are going to be usually be very stable just because they're very stable now. So I don't expect a lot of swing once we start growing those back out when we get the new seeds. Of course, you never know because it's Mother Nature. So no matter what you put in it, it could come out completely different and you never even know. But um, yeah, and it does take some time with new seeds. That's another thing is you have the process of, you know, a clone will usually root a lot faster and get going and it's already so big and all. With seeds, you got to wait for it to pop out of the shell, or if you get like me, impatient, and when you see the leaves, you pull the shell off. Um, and then you got to wait for it to grow to about the same size as you would with all of that. It's just um, HydroGuard. I change other nutrients, but I always use the HydroGuard. Now, is that your like brooding solution, or I don't? I'll be honest, I don't know what. But you're in hydro. Yeah, your whole setup is hydro. Um, so uh, we don't use, as far as we go for our cloning. I went cheap and bought a little bottle of cloning solution from Walmart. Just take it, snip the tip, dip it in. Yeah, it's just garden styles, take root stuff. Works great. I mean, I haven't had any issues with it. So just take it, get it wet. So I'll dip it in just a slight bit of nutrients, dip it in that stuff. It's a powder, stick it in the cocoa, and I'm good to go. Thank you, Crimson. You have a good night. So yeah, we're learning as we go with this project, and it's gonna it's gonna take time, but you know, gotta learn to do it sometime or another.
Hey, all I
Just
have is time.
yeah.
I can't do
So
shit but watch plants grow anyway, so
yep.
not really.
Um. Okay, so that stuff prevents root rot and algae. Okay. Well, hey,
Yeah, I've
it
heard of it. I was muted. I was muted. It's hydro stuff. I've heard of it.
yeah.
I can't remember the brand. HydroGuard. It's uh, Athena, maybe. I could be wrong.
Yeah, I haven't used anything other than the powder, so I don't know, you know, I don't know what
Yeah, and
would
it's
work better.
inexpensive.
It's yes. Yeah,
It's like
it
$5 or $10, right? US, but
yeah, I think it was like yeah, somewhere around there. No more than 7 or $8. So, um
we try to
I
do
did
everything on the cheap. I mean, most of our little pots that we clone in, I reuse them, but they come from the Dollar Tree in a 6 pack.
mhm. Yeah, you can get those at the dollar quarter store for which some things now in there. Have you? Oh, you haven't been in there in a while. Some things now at the dollar store, what I call the dollar quarter store, now cost $1.50. Some of their
They're
items in
going.
there
Yeah, I think they're going to $1.50 soon, dude.
yeah, so some of their items are now $1.50, and then some of their items are $1 and a quarter, and then of course you
What's
have
it?
the more expensive aisles that are, you know, they tell you whether they're $3, $5, $7, oh, whatever it is. Um, okay,
You work at Dollar Tree?
some things
Said
are
some
three
things are
seventy
three.
five.
375. Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy the
Three
way they're
seven
pricing.
five.
I think they need to change the name of the store.
They can't.
Um,
Well, I mean, Dollar Tree works though because it's not everything's a dollar. It's Dollar Tree. There's Dollar General, and a lot of that shit's more than that. It's
yeah.
more than a dollar. So I mean,
Look, we have a friend who's not on the screen. Hey, buddy.
Hey,
All right. Are you unzipping some tents for me?
yeah, getting ready.
We all love that sound, by the way. That's when we know
some
something
people
good's
do
coming.
not.
I know some people don't, and I'm sitting there going, "Well, that's a beautiful sound. It means I get to see something good."
I used to
I ain't
go on a
got too
live,
much.
and he would say something about me the way I open my tents because I open them aggressively.
I ain't got
But
too much
honestly, I have
going
not had a
on. I
zipper
just
problem.
all right. Oh, let me get this camera rotate.
Let me do this here while we wait. Okay, there we go. Woohoo! Look at all the pretty green. All right.
Everything ready to get flipped in here.
All right.
Oh, my
So,
phone is acting retarded.
what do we got in there?
Uh, a big variety pack. Uh,
Okay.
a bunch of my stuff and a few of the Roman testers.
Okay. So, and then
We
they're
got
all staying in
some.
there. You're just flipping that tent,
Yeah,
right?
everything just got cut the other day. Actually, no, everything's coming out of this room.
Okay.
I'm about to reset this room with some overgrown solo cups that's
Ooh,
in
goodness gracious.
desperate needing of a new home. They going through the rack.
Yes, he always has so much going. I I don't know how. I honestly have to ask, how much do you? Because I was curious the last time we talked. How much do you invest in seeds? Like on an, or well, let's
Oh,
start with this question. The first for one, probably for one run, how many seeds do you normally pop at a time?
oh man. How many varieties or how many of one is this
How many?
question?
How many seeds total? So if you were, how
Total.
many plants are in that one tent right now?
Oh, in here we got 21 in here. We got actually no 22. Sorry, we got one in a solo cup right here. That's hidden in the middle.
Okay, so every time you reset, you're popping roughly around 20 something, at least 20 something seeds at a time.
Probably double that on just for that one room. Cause I don't even count. I just dump them, and the best looking ones make it. To be honest,
Okay. So, all right,
not
so you're
unless it's something that I have limited amounts of.
okay. So, and are those all FEMs, I'm assuming, when you're popping them?
Uh, well, actually, no. These I got regs and fins in here, but they already been sexed already. I get I sex them out early, so like these are right here are about to go in for sexing, so they're about to go in the flower, see what they're male or female right here. These are some of my, I guess I haven't named them, but it's Divine OG to my Ghost Candy. So it's Divine OG is double OG, pretty much OG on top of OG, and my Ghost Candy is Ghost OG to Candyland. So it's a triple OG to Candyland. I got some of these need to get sexed out, so they're gonna get sexed out, see if they're male or female, and then they'll automatically go ahead and get put on the bottom rack to get cloned up, and then they go into rotation.
Okay,
So I
so
usually by the time they go in rotation, they've already been sexed out. I know if they're male or female
okay, and do you
before
do
they even go into one gallon.
okay, you do that by flipping them for a little bit, checking, and then turning around and flipping them back?
Yeah, give them a few weeks and then wash them real quick and then put them right back on the 24 hours. Get them back on veg.
Okay. So by the time they hit that tent, everything's already been sexed out. So you'll say if you pop like 40 something seeds, good Lord, and you keep like 20 something of them. So,
So that'd be the same amount in this one and as in this one, and normally, but this one's already been harvested. Some of them's got to get finished up and get finished putting up, get trimmed down.
hmm
But these got to get hung up.
yeah.
This is one of them Great Pie Romulan crosses from the new 2026 line.
Do we have that one? Okay.
The Great Pie Romulans. Let's
Yeah,
see. I don't know if
I
I have
think
any
that's
more
one of the
Romulans.
ones that I have. I have 3 of them.
Here's
I have the gingers is just the first one I grew because that's what since Thurgood and I both had them.
here's the Holy Grail Romulan.
Yeah, because I wanted to say it was Holy Grail and the
You have the
oh
list right in front of you. Access.
oh
Click,
yeah,
click,
I
back, click.
do. Good gracious. See,
We
my
got the
brain.
grape pie for sure because that was during the public testers. We bought the public testers, and it was the grape
Oh yeah,
pie.
yeah,
It
yeah.
was the Holy Grail. It was something else. We didn't get the Holy Grail. We got the other one. I can't remember what it was.
And here's that UW purple from him. It's not bad. It's stacked pretty good all the way up.
Looks good.
Okay,
And
so it
that
was
was the UW purple Romulan.
Amnesia Haze, Grape Pie, and then the Gingers.
That's what it was. Amnesia Haze. I got the I wanted the Amnesia Haze because I like both of those strains.
Yeah.
I got the
I like Amnesia Haze.
amnesia in here. The amnesia's in here getting ready to get flipped. There's the Jack Herrera Romulan. There. Let's see. The other one's in here somewhere. Let's see
Yeah, because
here.
I didn't want the Holy Grail after I looked at the terp profile. I just didn't
There's
seem
a
like it would be
green
up my
cracker
alley.
Romulan.
That's one that interests me. I love green
Let's see
cracker.
here. She's cut up.
Labels,
Everything
my
just got
man.
cut up, so they look rough. Everything looked a little rough because you can sort of see everything just got freshly cut.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jesse, he keeps everything organized with labels and names and all of that. But yeah, I agree. My shit would be all messed up too, somehow or another.
Hey,
Let's see here. Where's it at? I know I got it in here. Oh no. It might be in here. It's one in the back here.
there's a lot.
Yeah, there is. It's one in the back.
Yep.
It was that one.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
But she's cut up, so she really can't really tell anything. You can
Oh, I
see
can
it's
tell
really
enough.
fresh.
Yeah, I can see enough. I can see what I need to.
Yeah.
Gives me a
So
good idea.
what what does that grape pie smell like over there? What you got coming over
Oh,
her?
I really couldn't tell you right now. Let me go over here and give it a rub. Cause I know I got another grape pie, but I got a grape pie 41, so it's a gelato 41 grape pie. So I'm sort of comparing it to that one. But let's see here. Where'd it go? Grape pie. Yeah, she looked pretty nice.
I mean, the colors look
Yeah, I like
great.
the colors. She looks frosty too, from what I can see. I'm on a little bitty screen, and if you saw how small my screen was, it's insane.
Let's see if I can get over there and get a little bit better focus on it. Maybe. Yeah, still.
Oh yeah,
No, I made it. I think it made it worse.
yeah. It puts the light capture behind it so that it.
Yeah, you need the light behind you, is what I found.
Yeah, yeah. You can tell there looks better.
Focus. Focusing on the one behind it ain't gonna focus on the one in front of it. That's crazy. But she's not bad. Let's see if I can get something from her. And she got a little bit of it. Reminds me of GDP on
Okay.
that type of grape, but more of the Romulan in it is what I'm getting.
Yeah, and the Romulan tends to be a little bit more of an earthy kind of
Floral,
smell, and it's floral. Okay, see, I thought it was.
almost like a. Go ahead.
I was gonna say I thought it was gonna be more of like an earthy kind of flavor or terpene profile, but
On that one is what I'm getting a little bit of like a grape floral. But on the other Romulans I've had from the all the last testers, I've had the Kush mints, I've had the banana, the UK cheese, the I mean, sure, I think I got over 10 to 15 of them. I can't even think of them offhand. But all the Romulan come out pretty strong. It's got almost like a grapefruit vibe, but it's like a very light, like a floral, earthy grapefruit type vibe. But it's got like a hints of wouldn't say fuel, you wouldn't say gas, but it's gas like
okay,
terps in the background. That's
okay.
sort of what I get from it all.
So then maybe we ought to actually grow those out sooner rather than later, because if it Carl's not quite as fond of the more. That's what with the. I've always heard from people that the Romulan has more of that earthy kind of. Some people have described it as like a dirt, and I'm like,
I've heard pine sol. I've heard pine sol from people. So
yeah. I mean, and
I can see
everybody,
that. I can see that.
yeah. So we were. I mean, I still want to grow them, but we were a little more hesitant to. Well, maybe put that in the next run. But
I'm not so
Right.
fond of pine or dirt like earth. I'm not a big fan of like Kush flavor, but that
yeah,
earthy, like you're smoking dirt or eating a
Yeah,
jalapeno.
I'm not. Yeah, if it's that up front, then yeah, I agree with you on that. Maybe
Yeah,
like
I'd rather
hints
have
of
something
it
that
be okay,
sticks.
but up front,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
that's what I'm
Look,
hoping
I
for
don't.
this one.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, because
This is
that's.
a Kim and Romulan.
I'd rather have something that just so funky that beats your face off right at the beginning.
Yeah, that
Oh
looks
yeah,
pretty.
Like her friend likes stuff that will make her almost puke.
Yeah, my best friend,
that's
if
that
she
good
can,
stuff.
yeah, if she can smell something and it smells so raunchy that when she smokes it, it makes her nauseous, then she loves it. Because she knows as soon as the nausea wave goes down, it's like she says it's like that perfect high that she really
Where she
likes.
wants to be.
Hmm.
Yeah.
She said the more nauseous she feels, she knows the better the strain. And I'm like, I don't know that I would
Hmm.
want to pick my strains based on the amount of nausea I had, but if it works for you, girl, go right ahead.
Right.
So, I mean, because there's been some that she's had of mine that she's just like, oh God, that stuff made me so sick. It was so good. And I'm just like, oh, okay. So,
Make her sick, but it's so good.
mhm.
I guess.
I mean, we've even, because I mean, I don't smoke, but we've even had a couple where I'm sitting here trimming and it's like burning my eyes or nostrils just to sit here and trim it. It's so
Well, the
strong.
banana berry muffin, one of those is that way. Isn't that
Yes.
Pheno number 4? Is that way?
Yeah, it bothers me a little bit, but not as much as some of the other ones that we've done. The
What was
I
that
think
one?
The one that was the worst was the Trace grape.
Trade grape, yeah.
Um, that one because it's almost like so much gas and fuel. Just it doesn't bring that out as much, I don't think, when you smoke it, but just being around it and trimming it and with it sitting in front of you for an hour or two, it's just that's all it feels like is you're just sitting there inhaling gas and fumes the whole time.
Oh, that's my
So
type of smoke.
yeah, it's really strong for me when I do it. I actually had to get up and walk away several times trimming that
Oh wow.
because it was just bothering me. And it
And
also
she was not a very big plant.
yeah, no. Mm, yeah, I don't know. She was about the same size as the Humboldt, so not huge
Yeah, like
plants,
three
but
or four. They remember 3 or 4 ounces,
yeah, about 3 or 4 ounces. So
which is
wasn't a
small for
ton.
us, for
Yeah,
autos especially.
but I'd have to trim like an ounce and then get up and walk away and leave it for a little bit, and then for about 30 minutes or so and come back to it. Um,
Oh man, I want some of that.
Yeah, there was another one that the Night Terror did that a little bit. That one was from AQ.
Mhm.
Um, the
The other
first,
one's trade grape from Moscow.
yes,
It's an auto.
the first Night Terror we did was the worst one, but the second time we grew it, it wasn't quite as strong.
It wasn't.
So
That one wasn't as good as the other one either.
yeah, yeah,
Honestly, neither one of those two, the purple or the green phenol of
yeah.
that second run.
Only one I've had that does something like that, like trigger some kind of issue, like can't deal with it, would be this strawberry cough I had. I had to go buy some Claritin just to trim that thing.
Mm-hmm.
It disrupted my nostrils so bad. I still
Yes.
got it, Doc. Yeah, it's this one right here, actually.
Yeah, that's one strain that a lot of people look for too. I've heard so many people are trying to find that strawberry cough. Um, And I think actually, I don't know if he ended up getting any of it. I think at one point L was looking for some. So,
Mm. I got
but
Yeah, I got mine. I got the homegrown packs. I went through like, was it three packs of 12? Ended up keeping one. I think I got another pack of 12 up there. I looked through, but that's the only one I found with like a strawberry nose and actually terps on it. The other ones were just noses, more just earth and spice. Like I had one, I had to go buy a Claritin. It was so spicy. I smelled like I opened up the spice rack and opened up everything I had in there and spilled it all in the cabinet. Is
It
what it
was the
smelled
night
like.
owl also. That purple night owl from the owl pellets was really
yes,
bad.
Oh, I
yeah,
bet
that's right. That one
the
too.
owl pellets.
Yeah, and that one
So just
wasn't
random
spicy.
seeds.
Yeah, it was just that one
It
wasn't
was super
spicy.
spicy. Because I that's the other terpene I hate is pepper. Pepper gives me a killer migraine headache, like vomiting migraine.
Oh no.
That terpene.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And then I don't like the taste of pine. I really don't like the musky, mildewy, dank stuff as much. I mean, I'll smoke it, but
Me
I don't
either.
like it. Um,
It's got a good effect though, but it's not a very good, pleasant taste. So,
Correct. I
Yeah.
mean, I prefer skunky stuff, GMO, like garlicky, rank. I'll even smoke like rotten meat smell over some of that other.
yeah, I
Because
understand. I
we
know
have one
exactly where
that's
you're
kind
coming
of
from.
we have one that's kind of like a well, how would you describe it? The smell of the
Um,
TNA.
oh, I'm like, we have a few strains. I don't know which one you're talking about.
The one that I say smells like sweet rotten meat. I mean, it's like teriyaki. It's like teriyaki meat that's kind of rotten. Is the best
Yeah,
way I can.
Teriyaki meat. Ooh.
yeah, yeah, it
Yeah,
does.
I've
It
only got
smells.
2 seeds left of it.
Yeah, it smells like if you took a. I wouldn't say it smells more like the.
It's
like if you
just
left a
sweet.
steak out, but it's more just kind of a slight meaty to me, but it's more teriyaki than anything. Um,
Hmm.
but it does
That's a
smell like
weird
you just
combo.
yeah, it is. It's kind of a meaty teriyaki that you just like you went to the hibachi and then you brought it home and left it out on the counter for a week.
Yeah,
Oh man, I
that's a
bet that's
good
gonna be
with
funky.
extra soy sauce
Yeah.
because
Oh man.
it's got a soy in it too. There's a soy like an extra overdose. It would be like our son because he loves putting soy on everything. If it's
Yes.
got rice, it
I
gets
bet.
soy sauce.
Yeah,
Mm.
no matter what kind of meat it is, he puts soy sauce on it because it has rice.
Barbecue pulled pork, rice, soy sauce.
Yeah.
Hot
Well,
green chili pork, soy sauce.
yep. Yeah, we
That's our
make a
autistic child.
yeah. We anything with rice. I mean, he'll if he doesn't have a whole lot of meat or anything, we don't have any leftovers. He'll make some of the rice and put
Bacon
bacon
bits.
bits and cheese in it
No,
and
no cheese anymore.
no cheese anymore. Okay, so bacon
Nope.
bits and soy sauce.
And pepperonis.
Bacon bits.
And put it yeah, mix it with some pepperonis. Or the other day he took pepperoni or salami and had it and then just stuffed some of the rice in it and just ate it that way.
That was mac and
So
cheese,
Oh
actually.
wow.
No, he was doing that
yeah.
with the mac. He was doing that with the leftover mac and cheese that he put bacon bits in. Then he was using a fork and a spoon and scooping it into the big slices of pepperoni like they were like tortillas. He'd
Yeah.
fill it and then eat that like
So
meat and mac and cheese sandwiches because he just eats what he likes. He don't
he
care.
makes some strange or random combinations and I got to the point where I'm like, son, as long as you eat it, I don't care.
Yeah, I
He's
bet
like,
that's a mouthful right there. Mouthful of flavors.
Yeah.
mm-hmm, yep.
He does make some strange combinations of food. I mean, uh I think it was my youngest at one point that was mixing jelly and cheese, making jelly and cheese sandwiches. So I
Mm.
mean, it was
Grape jelly and Kraft American slices.
yes, yeah, not even good
Ooh.
cheese. What we in this house we call that trash cheese
Trash
because
cheese.
it's not,
I,
you
I
know, real cheese.
I just take the jelly. We can leave out the cheese, but I'll take the jelly
But
though.
yeah, but hey, he eats it and it makes him happy. So
He
I mean,
doesn't anymore, but
well,
not
that
the
one doesn't.
jelly and
Yeah,
cheese.
Hey.
not. But my oldest, he he's 21. He eats what he likes. I mean, and like I said, as long as
Mm-hmm.
he eats it, I don't really care. You
He
know?
used to
Oh yeah,
he
as
used
long
to
as I
put
get
potato
food.
chips in it. He'd put
Yeah,
potato chips or potato sticks in it with the rice and the bacon bits and mini pepperonis. He puts the mini pepperonis in when it's already cooked, so they don't because he doesn't like when the grease is melted in.
yeah. So,
Hmm.
but
Oh, we've
I
had a
don't
whole
know.
discussion
It
about
might be
this.
good. And chips always make it better. You know, like chips on a
Oh
sandwich.
yeah.
Gotta smash them in. I mean,
I
you never know. It
now
might be
Well,
good.
hey,
that
when we have red beans
that
and
I would
rice, I
do.
do that.
Hmm.
When we
That
have
I
red
would
beans
Mm-hmm.
and rice, I put that in there.
there when I have a
Mm-hmm.
I'll eat a turkey sandwich with cheese, and I only really like it with one type of potato chip, the sour cream and onion.
Oh yeah, yeah. Gotta
Like
smash them in real good.
so, if I do like that cheddar sour cream and onion with that sandwich, I mean, and I usually just eat them together, but I have put the chips on the sandwich. So,
Yeah, you
but
usually taking a bite and eating a chip anyway, so might as well put them on a sandwich and go ahead and do it all in one combo.
yeah. Well, I was doing it more when I was working, so it was just easier to keep them in a bag separated and but yeah, I have done it before if I was just sitting at a table eating, so
I've been doing that
Mm-hmm.
shit since I was a kid.
yeah.
Hey, it's easier to take
I
your sandwich and go when there's only two or three places to sit. When you've got two love seats to sit on and eight people to sit down, you take your
gives
sandwich,
it
you
the
put your
extra
chips in it, and you
flavor
go
too.
outside. Oh yeah, hell yeah. But our son has learned to eat everything all at once if he can because it's easier to move when you got your food in your hand.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Grab and go meals.
Hmm. If he can
So,
wrap it in a tortilla, he will.
yeah.
Oh
So
yeah.
this is your breeding tent, right?
Yeah, it's pretty much coming to a wrap. This week 10 total. Pretty sure it's 10 total. It's day 29 after cutting off the water. And you can sort of see,
Yeah, I was gonna say somebody doesn't look so happy in there.
though. Yeah, that's the donors. I went through and
Oh, okay.
I chopped the top. Then me around the collection. I got a nice big old. I think uh, about eight or nine 2 millimeter, 2 milliliter, not milliliters, was it? Yeah, 2 milliliter tubes. The 2 milliliter tubes full of some nice pollen. So this is a good, nice collection. But I just left them in there just to finish off in there.
Yeah. And that way you don't have to move them out or do anything with them, and I mean it's not hurting
Yeah,
anything.
I touched them and I mean they was dropping. So I was like, no, they're not coming out. But as you seen these over here, right beside it, these over here is this one, and actually in the back is going to be is one of the S1s that's in the corner back here, but it's sort of treated better. This one in the corner is the S1 back here, but it's the same pheno, same as this one right here.
Hmm.
But you can sort of see we have no cross contamination. We still have white hair. It's just now turning.
Yeah. Yeah,
But
but
this
when
is the same cut.
yeah, you still have a ton that's in flower at the same time you're breeding, but you've got your tent closed off with filters and all that stuff, and we just ours is just in another room, so it's still, there's
We're
still
not
a lot of
prepared like that yet.
yeah, there's a lot of chance for cross contamination and cross pollinating and all that stuff. So we just don't. I don't. Not yet. We'll get there. We'll get there.
Right, right. I
Don't want to
understand.
chance it.
Yeah.
Not
I
with all
my
this other
first
stuff I have grown.
my first 2 rounds of reversing inside, I pollinated all these rooms. So I understand. On accident, I was trying not to, but I ended up leaking pollen. So I quickly learned after my second round how not to here in where I'm at now. But I ended up everything in here had seeds for 2 runs, so I was low on personal. I had a bunch of
Right.
beans though.
Yeah.
Yeah. I bet
So
that,
So
and that's why I wanted to practice with these photos that I'm reversing from regular stock to films and then breeding them. Is to practice. I'm doing these are practice runs of stuff that I know is
hmm
newer than the autos we're going to do, and it's so we can get the process down. If I can do it like this, then I can figure out how to get the breeding down for the autos also.
yep, yep.
And
They're
we
just
don't have as many
a
of the
tap.
autos to waste.
Oh, right, right. Those are going to be like a little staggered 2 week different pops. Pop a few, and then 2 weeks pop a few more, and then
Right.
hmm
hit the
And we
best and let it hit the rest. Basically.
right. Yep. That's the plan.
yeah,
hmm
But we
because
got to get through everything else first. And I was practicing with the reversal we're doing now just to make sure we get the spraying down, timing, the how what we're using as a spray to use it, if we're going to use the same one, if we're going to make our own, all that.
I would
yeah,
go with the second, what you just said. Personally, a
Well,
lot
yeah,
that's my plan.
pocket,
That way I can,
more pocket friendly.
well, I like that, but I also like the way I can control it better too. I can make it the
Yeah, you can
potency
make
I
it as strong as
want.
you want. Yes,
Correct.
yes.
yeah. Because
That's what
That's
I'm
what I
looking
do.
at is I can make my own.
And my
yeah, because
stir right here. Uh, let's
So you
see.
say you have your stirrer? Is that one of those?
The magnetic stirs.
Yeah. Well,
yeah,
oh,
Let's
see,
see.
that's what we need. We need one of those.
yes,
I was
Let's
looking
see.
at. That's what I was looking at when I was watching the video on how to make it. The scale.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Yep.
the little
And then
magnetic
they have
stirs.
yeah. And then they have a one of the people at the I was reading because that's what I was doing before I came on the show was reading what I needed to do this myself.
yeah.
It's
But
So is
not.
like I
It's,
said, like I said earlier
me and my
on the
son.
show, or if I'm going to do it, I'm going to go all in.
Oh yeah, it's a. I personally suggest doing that, and then you can play with the ratios. You can make your own one spray ratio or the standard every 3 to 5 day ratio. Make it how you want to and play with it, whatever works for each individual cultivar, instead of just getting one
Right.
specific and then have to figure out that brand and if it's the same quality each time.
Right.
yeah.
So, but
Yeah,
yeah,
because
I've got
no matter
those pollination there, and then these are different pollen crosses from I pulled out from the freezer, and these babies are crossed with uh, aficionado crystalinos,
oh wow. Ugh, it looks
London
beautiful.
pound cake, biscotti to Don Mega
Jelly.
and
Oh yeah,
Sulfire.
don't make it. Yeah. There's one that's
Yeah,
times
and
jelly. I was looking at the aficionados. Those
yeah,
things are expensive.
that's what the jelly is. It's the Don Mega. It's the
Yeah, that's right.
GMO to blackberry Kush.
Yeah. Oh, I was looking at
But
those
this
one
is
day on a seed auction site.
hmm that's hit to my blue cream, and this is the blue cream. I've had this thing for years. It's not the blue dream; it's a blue cream.
Right.
It's a AK-47 cross with I forget what the other other parent is, but
Yeah.
it's
See
full of
that
seeds
one
with a Christina.
that one I was talking about that I called TNA. It's got AK-47 in it. It's Topanga Canyon Pure Kush times AK-47.
AK-47 crossed with virility.
As you have it right
Oh,
in front of
nice,
you, smart ass.
Yep. Say Topanga Canyon Kush
nice.
crossed with AK-47 crossed with virility. Because we said it, I don't know how
Let's
many
see.
times, because he had to write it down because I could never remember.
Yeah, you messed it up every time you said it. It
Oh,
was hilarious. It was a running joke for a
there she
while.
is. There she is, way back there. The male keepers right there of the Crystalina. Everything just got cut up, but there's one top that hasn't got touched yet. I got I think 4 males over here. I even got an old school Moroccan magenta, which is a uh, what is it? Kadam Kush, dark purple to oh man, what is it? I know the females was fantastic, but they're like more on a sweet profile. But the male had a great structure. It was Afghan Kush, Kadam Hash to dark purple.
Okay. Hmm.
You know, focus. But I got some of my candy mail over there. I think I got a Crispino mail still over here. I think I got a unicorn PP, which would be a unicorn poop to cheetah piss mail sitting right here,
Ooh, excuse me.
just coming back.
Hey, so when you find your males that you're going to pollinate with, you keep those cuts vegging over there in the corner, and you'll just take cuts off of them to
When
use for
needed.
your when needed. And then how long
Mm-hmm.
do you keep your males the same length as you keep your mothers? Or because a lot of people like every 3 to 4 months will change their mothers out
I
just
did
to
the
get them.
same. Like these are way overgrown. Like these are all some that's just been reset, and they was ridiculous,
Yeah.
almost 4 foot and change. But all these are already getting reset. They're sitting over here on this cup, and then all the cuts from the first room that's going right now, it's in veg, is right here. So once those root, all these would just be trash, compost.
So kind of like
Okay.
what I want to do when we move,
Yes.
So
when I
then
have
everything will get
space.
refreshed, and then
Yeah.
everything will go back to that, and I'll start. I'm gonna keep them a little lower. I've been busy with holidays and then getting lower ground, so I usually try to keep them maybe about let's see about this height on this one, It's not too big, not too big, too small, but nowhere near those back here that really needs to be cut down.
Yeah.
They're just way too big. They're in half-gallon pots too, organic too, to beat it all.
Mm,
But yeah, I keep them there, and but if they don't stay, and I keep them in veg extra long and solo cups. Because if they're going to throw sacks, I'm not keeping them. They got to be able to stay around just like the females do. If they going to throw balls and veg, they ain't worth nothing to me. They got to stick around, sit here,
Like our
chill.
funk in the trunk did.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, then
The
I
funk in
don't
the
want to
trunk
see
just
early
started throwing
signs.
balls.
Yeah, I don't want to see root bound issues. This is how I test them for the root bound issues. I leave them in here forever. Let's see, I got some that's ridiculous down here. I mean, they're getting smushed up from up top. They look ridiculous, but
Yeah, they were the
if
first plants I've
they
ever
gonna
had that.
flower, oh, go ahead.
Oh, the regs, those 808 regs were the first ones I ever had that with showed their male without even being flipped.
Yeah.
Yeah, if they got root bound issues, they're in the trash to me. So they got to be able to sit around for a minute. So I don't want to see any sex at all. I mean, maybe like a little hair here or two, but if they start going in the flower, they're automatically trash. I don't even want to see it go anywhere.
Right.
That means they got some root sensitivities or some kind of sensitivities to make them, or maybe have auto trait in them at some point. But I just don't want to have it.
Yeah.
But
Well,
that's my little. I stress them out hard in this just to see if what they're gonna do. Like you see, I got some way. These are 24 inches apart from rack to rack,
yeah.
and they're over here way deeper than the other ones. As long as they don't flip, they're good to go, and they're gonna make it to the next stage and go into the room. Which these are all these down here is gonna slide in the room. I'm gonna pick out the best 21, and we're gonna go in the flower, get some cuts.
Yeah. I mean, you got
All
your
these,
process down, so it's.
And that's what I'm working on is mine.
Mhm.
I try to keep 30 to 40 days in between rooms. Besides this one, this is my personal, so it's my cuts for my personal stuff or what I'm hunting. So I want to run them a little bigger, so I might run them a little bit longer. But in here, I want 30 to 40 days max apart. These are finishing up. I want to throw these in here, but by 30 days, I want to have this room in here veg and flip. So this would be day 60 to flip, and this would be day 30. Just want to keep them rolling.
Yeah.
Then have something ready to go. If we got a harm issue, just grab something, slap it in there, change it out real quick. Something looks raggedy and lanky, just swap out. Basically,
Yeah. And we'll hope to eventually have. Oh, hold on, dear. There you go. Looks like you made a happy face
oh yeah,
or kind of weird smiley face or creepy face.
It's more like a bow if you actually look at it. Those are
Yeah,
lines on top of the rosin.
the top is a bow, but it could also look like a creepy
Yeah, it
smile.
does look like a creepy face. Yeah, that's these are the
looks
same
tasty.
strain. It is. It's what's making me cough. That light colored stuff's making me cough. This is different phenos of the same. This is all the banana berry muffin that I pressed from flour.
Mm.
This was the number 4 pheno that I just harvested a few days ago. Well, she did. I shouldn't say I. She did.
Yeah, we did.
Mm.
And this
I
one
said the other one's got a bigger
is
scoop out. The other one a little tastier. Oh, never mind. That's got the scoop out of it.
the other one makes me cough less, but they're both really good.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well,
They
The
look
darker
good.
one's a little more funky. It's from the number 1 pheno.
as your mom would
Then oh
say, if
yeah,
you
the
don't
number one.
cough, you don't get off.
That's
So I
it.
keep muting
That's it.
myself.
uh,
But y'all, on for the pollen though, if y'all get some HEPA filters, y'all can run it the way y'all have it from. I remember the last time y'all showed me, y'all got the original house filter. You get a big old HEPA filter in that bad boy. You should be able to separate separate rooms and be able to continue running
Yeah.
if you do the HEPA in your main house.
We're not going to do that kind of here. We're just going to run what we can because we're not planning on being here much longer.
No, I
Um,
got you.
Yeah, for it's more or less when his disability kicks in and we get a few months of that, and I just make sure that my last kid's out of high school, then
I
we
got
don't
you.
we don't plan on staying here after that. So this is going to be setting up for when we move. So it's going to be getting everything set up the way we want it when we move as to what we want to do and working like you'd have and if we have everything in the same room or if we have dedicated rooms depending on where we go.
Got you. Yeah, see, mine just got. You can't. I don't know. I was trying to see if you can see in there, but you can't see the.
I can see
You
it.
see sort of
The
see a little bit of
mesh.
light through, but
Yeah.
that's my HEPA filter. I got a 4 inch HEPA filter on my 4 inch little the strings, and that's
We
only
can do
my
that.
use for my intake for that way. So I don't have to worry about anything on that way. Plus, I got it cranked. Every time I open up the other rooms, I'm cranked wide open on this room, and this room goes direct outside. I'm down to 72, running
Yeah.
at 100. That one
See, and I
goes
don't have anywhere outside.
direct port out.
I can't go outside right now.
Yeah, we don't have anywhere to pump it outside at the moment, so where it's at. So
Uh,
but
I was sort of using I used the washer, the dryer port, and did a Y, but I put a damper on my outlet on my other side. So I've got there's the exhaust from the breed room hits a damper for the dryer. When the dryer kicks on, I have no backflow from my damper, and then hits a Y and goes out from the original dryer port.
I did that to run two dryers in my old house. I put a flap on either side
hmm I was gonna
on
do
both
another
outlets.
one over here, but I ended up having too much back pressure. I ended up just
Oh, I
blowing
bet.
sucking the heck out of here, and this right here was just flexed and just about to expand out because I had too much back pressure.
Oh, I bet. I bet. Yeah, I had to do that with
I
my
tried to
dryer in my
connect.
old place.
I see. I was gonna have all these, but connected to the one exhaust. I had them at one point, but they didn't work out very. That's way too much back back pressure on it. I still got all my existing pieces
Right.
sitting there on the box down here. But I gave up on that. I ended up just doing internal on these and external on that one.
Yeah.
yeah.
We have carbon filters inside all of our tents, except for the one in the back. It's got one on the outside. The filter's on the outside just because of the layout of the tent. And the filter we bought is big.
The edge is off though. Yeah, I've got all sixes in every room.
Yeah, the one I have, we bought it on Amazon, I think, in the other room. It was like $25. It's short and fat.
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
Let me go. I'm gonna
I
go
need
show
to get a
you.
different one for this one.
Let me
Yeah. Oh, you probably gonna be able to see that one. The lights are on that one. Yeah,
Oh
maybe.
yeah. Yeah, I can see it.
That one's up there too though.
I don't know if you can
Yeah.
see that up here.
So that's
Oh yeah, I see it.
yeah. It's just it still runs the same and does everything as the rest of them do. It's just smaller and fatter around.
I didn't want to
Ain't nothing
lose
wrong
the
with it.
height. I didn't want to lose the light height in this tent
See, I want to put mine on
because
the outside, but I just because because you get a little bit more room.
yeah,
Mhm.
when we move, all of the fans are going outside. All of the ventilation is going outside of the tent. For one, you get more room, but you also get less. You wouldn't think about it, but the motor is going to put off heat inside of that fan.
Mhm.
and that's going to cut down on your some more heat in the top of your tent. Because if the
Yeah.
fans running
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
ours do, which is all the damn time, it gets warm. Because in one of our tents, this one when they're in flower, it runs almost 24 hours a day on like five. There's no air conditioning
Oh,
other
really?
than the main house. Well, yeah, because we don't have this
Wow.
room control. We don't have the lung room as controlled as our lung room, the other one.
Oh, okay.
So this one
Yeah,
is just running off the same as the rest of the house with that one little vent up there. It's closed most of the time when
Gotcha.
the heat's on because it'll get up to 95 in this tent, and
Mm.
that's how I flowered. I flowered. Let's see, two of the
under
808s,
yeah.
the number four that got 4 feet wide, and the number two almost all the way through the one that was all crumpled up in the other room. In here with that running about 90 to 95 every day with about 50% humidity.
Maybe
Yeah,
they
the
And
hung steady then, I guess.
that banana berry muffin, she loves the warmth actually.
yeah, she's very tolerant to heat, temperature, humidity.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Luna. Okay, baby, hold on. Look,
I
right
guess
here.
808 would be the same way back there in Hawaii, so I guess his would be the same way.
Yeah, yeah, his since he grows all of
Hmm.
his stuff outside with the warmer temperatures, that they're
Shit.
they're used to it. So, and they actually like it hotter. So, because we had them in one of the other tents originally, and it was about 75 in there, and it would go down to like 65 or so
In this room.
yeah, in this room. Because we have this room, this is our main lug group with all the tents in it. So it's the temperature and the humidity are very controlled in this room. So, but of course we have to with all the lights and everything. But in the other tent, it got warmer.
Exactly.
So those 808 didn't do as well in the 75 to 78 degrees. They wanted it actually hotter.
Hey, hey, you know what I also thought of, dear?
Hmm.
This
I wonder if that's why my
there's
veg is slow.
Yeah, the 808 we have really they like it a
a
lot
lot
better.
warmer.
They
They
like
were
it
droopy
warm.
until they went into the hot tent.
Maybe that's what it is. Because mine
When they
never
went in the hot
reaches.
tent, they
I get
droopy.
so I'm like 77, 78 on my high, but on like right now the room's sitting at I guess I ain't got my I got this one up. I'm sitting at 65.8 in here, 50% humidity, just average in here. And
Yeah,
then when the
that
room's just shut, I get to like 75, 77, maybe 78 ish.
This is the warmest spot in our room right now. And the bottom says it's 69 and
But
46 outside the tent. And that's what it
yeah,
is in the
mm,
room.
those 808s you're probably gonna have to run them a little hotter than that.
They look
Um,
like these gingers do right now,
maybe
but like
because
this ginger does. She's just finishing, but the droopiness, they were droopier than this until I put them in that hot tent. As soon as I got some heat on them, they looked like they were praying
all
every day.
perked
Because
up,
she would,
happy, drinking normally.
this one flowered in that other tent.
yeah, maybe well, I'm about to run some more 808s, and I'm gonna test that because I got a
It hit,
72, 61 in my veg right now. I'm gonna have to crank it up a little bit.
yeah, hit them with some heat. Hey, dear, I think why this is purpling in this corner right here by this side of the tent
Hmm.
Turn it up.
is because there's the
It's
window.
cooler because of the window.
The window. Yeah, the tent is
Hmm.
cold when I touched it, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's why she's purple and nice. I told you if we turn this
But I
fan
like
on
that
and pumped it
color
right
though.
in here, she would
Yeah,
turn purple.
yeah. I'm sure that if we turn the whole tent down, which I mean, I don't have any problems with that because you still got the other one flowering back there too. We can turn the temperature down,
Awesome. We got it.
but
They had
Yeah, it's sitting at
that
75 right now.
green inners and purple tips. That's pretty nice. I like that.
hmm
They actually up against the buds on a lot of them. They turn. purple underneath the leaves. The number, what was that? The other number one. She was
Yeah.
like that, the 1A. The bottom side of all of her sugar leaves were purple. So they were starting to turn black from the
That's
top.
good.
Yeah. Is which one, is this the one that you took the picture of and it looked purple in the picture? Because you can't see it with your naked eye.
Yes.
That was this one right here.
Hmm.
She looked blue purple in a picture she took of her.
That's a
Yeah.
nice structure.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, because she was not topped. This is just how she grew. I mean, I should
Yeah.
have stripped more buds off to get better results, but I wanted to see how she did, even leaving all this, because I was doing miniature abuses too, all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
that's very nice.
that's the pheno number one of the banana berry muffin. That's our
The only one we
pollinator.
have growing.
Mm.
Yeah, this is one of our
Yeah.
pollinators,
Yeah. That's a
and
Oh
cut
yeah,
of
this
that's really
is
her.
nice.
the
Hmm.
main offshoot. They're all about. I mean, if we would have topped it, probably had even more tops. But I was just trying to see how many she would produce
And lowers still look
without
nice
it.
too down there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. She really does. And number two, the one in the back corner there, that's number two. She's the sweetest of them all. And number
Like
four, pheno. Yeah, because that one, it smells more like
she's
a
must.
pineapple, like a sweet pineapple when it's growing, but it
Mm-hmm.
you get more
It
of a
matures
sweet.
into a pancake syrup, right?
Yes, it turns into more of like a sweet, like a
Mm.
syrup. You get a little
The
bit more of
banana
that.
syrup type.
Hmm. And then number
Mm.
four, pheno, is more of
It's
like
more
an,
like a maple syrup actually.
yeah. Number
On number
four,
two,
it turns up more like an overripe banana.
that's what that light colored stuff. The light colored rosin I had was from number four.
Yeah.
Overripe
So
banana. You gotta. I'm trying to picture that
It's
one.
like, have you ever made banana bread and you let the
I've
bananas
had
get
it.
kind
I've
of
never made it
spotty?
though.
Okay, well, it's like it smells like the bananas that they use to make banana bread. Is the best way I can describe it. Does that make
Okay.
sense to you?
Okay.
yeah, because bananas that you use usually, are over. You want some that have like really ripened almost to the point where they're
They're
starting to
starting to
turn,
spot.
spot and turn, are the ones that you want to use to
Mm-hmm.
make banana bread. So that's let them go a little bit further, and that's what that one smells like, is a
And
mixture of,
taste like it.
yeah, the overripe
Ooh.
banana, but she smells like the overripe banana with a little bit of berry behind it when you do like a rub on her when she's growing. So
And this one's a funky berry and banana. Right?
yeah. Yeah, number one has a little bit more of the funky banana berry to her than
I
the
bet
other
this.
two.
Does it got a little bit of? Oh, I lost you.
I think.
Y'all
Yeah,
still
you were
Oh,
there?
breaking
there
up
you
there
are.
for a minute. Yeah, you're here.
Yeah.
Okay. I got too close to my computer. My computer messes up my like. It just scrambles my phone's Wi-Fi. It just I don't know what happened. It does it every time.
That's crazy. Yeah, we didn't hear anything you
It's like
said.
okay. Yeah, as soon as I walk anywhere like 2 steps away from my computer, all my electronics just wig out. It's an old school HP before even Blu-ray was anything a straight option. This thing's old school. It's a brick to most people.
Brick.
But yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, brick.
anytime I get near it, it fries it.
That's why, because it's a brick. It's
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not bad.
but
It's the
yeah,
only thing new age is a touchscreen function on this thing. That's the only thing about it. But I'll get anyone near it. Thing wants to fry.
mine doesn't even
But oh
have
yeah, here's
touchscreen.
the. That I don't even have a Blu-ray like compatible. I can't even play your Blu-ray DVDs or nothing on that thing.
Mine doesn't even take discs.
Yeah.
It's a piece of crap.
Oh wow, I got you. Here's what you that Cristalino pack
Okay,
that
let
she
me
was
see.
talking about,
5.
and actually what I used on the in the in the mix.
Okay.
I just got the pack. I kept the pack and all the gear. Ain't nothing left in it though. All the gears I've been ran. I've got a male and female out of the batch. I made some F2s. Kept the male, and we're playing with him currently. But yeah, you're right with the jelly, but it's the GMO, the black banana, which
Okay.
is the
Oh,
Don
double
Mega.
it. Got it.
Yeah, because the jelly is the one I want. Because those are
Hmm.
two things I would like, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, I have a GMO banana already, but I'll try any of them.
He'll take anything mixed with GMO.
Most definitely. Most definitely. That's one of my favorite strains.
I do like it. I got a let's see, what is it?
Besides green crack.
A
Green crack
red
is top of
onion.
the
I got
list.
a red onion that I don't know. It's a GMO red velvet.
Hmm.
It's actually in the breeding room right now, getting hit with
Now,
motor breath red velvet. So it's gonna be pretty nice. Should be pretty nice.
yeah, that sounds like that's right up your
That's
alley,
what
dear.
that motor breath red
I'm
velvet is
listening.
straight gasoline. Say you popped open a fresh thing of motor oil standing at the gas station by Dunkin' Donuts. It would be the best way to explain it. You're gonna get some sweetness and gas and a funkus and motor oil.
How do I get that?
Yeah.
Uh, that's actually what that reversal is, and there's S1s right here, R2s right there,
See, because when I
and
was a kid, I worked at a
this
gas
one.
station. As a teenager, I worked at a gas station.
That's
I love the smell of oil and gas.
mm, yeah, that's me. That's the
I was
Pheno
a pu-
3 that's making the R2s.
I was a pump jockey in my
Number.
teenage years. That's how old I am.
Oh, I got you. I got you.
I used to pump fuel for
I mean,
people at a gas
I
station.
got cuts and beans coming, but the cut is right there. I remember back in the day for that. Never, I was too young, but I do remember.
Yeah, I worked at a full service gas station as my first job. That's how old I am.
So you remember, you know the smell I'm talking about.
Oh yeah, that's one of the reasons I love this auto that she grows because it smells like Gojo hand soap. And I mean, I never smelled sweaty, but it smells like a sweat. It's like sweaty feet and Gojo hand soap. And yeah,
Mm,
I like the smell.
sounds funky, but also intriguing.
It is.
It actually is
Yeah,
really good.
let's see.
And
We
it's a
got that. I got the
beast of
cut
a
right.
freaking plant. Yep.
Well, that's her. Her sister said that when I told her about the
Yeah.
GMO banana that I have, she thought it sounded disgusting. Remember?
Yeah.
She didn't think those two would go together, and I'm
It
like,
sounds
actually, they work
tasty.
really well together. They go there really well. I
Yeah,
can't
a
even
few
talk.
people actually, when we've said GMO banana, and they're like, "Ugh, that doesn't sound good." They're like, "Garlic and mushrooms with banana?" And I'm like, "It actually works really well."
I say it calms down the utness on it and give it a little bit of flavor.
Mhm.
Hmm.
Adds that little bit of sweet on the GMO.
Yeah, where some people might be like, oh no, I can't, but it get that little, just give us that little extra, that little sweetness or something to
Hmm.
it, a little bit of sweet banana turp with it. It should be. That sound like a good little mix.
Yeah.
It is. It's called modified bananas. If you want to look for the, I found, I bought them from somebody else, and I think I bought a white label version of modified bananas, which is all good because they grow good and they taste good. Because I don't care
I'm,
as long
I'm
as
gonna
it
set
grows
y'all
what
down
it's
there. I'm
supposed
gonna
to
pop
be.
that in real quick.
As long as it says what it is on as long as it grows what it says it is on the pack, I don't care where it came from realistically. If it was light white label, some big
Same.
name, some just some no name that is down the street, not here, but you know what I'm saying. I don't, or some dude I met
Understand.
on Instagram. I don't care as long as it tastes good and it is what it says it is. That's all I care.
Yeah.
Good genetics are good genetics.
Yep.
Hmm.
Now, see, and we've had some weird ones in that, and that's why it's staying off to its side and not getting mixed in with anything. Because I had one that turned out it looked like I mean, there was calyx spacing. It would have been perfect for seeds, realistically, because they
Mm.
were individually spread out all the way across the whole plant. It was like, have you ever heard of a string of pearls, or I can't remember the name of the strain. I found a strain that was a sativa dominant. It's real long, and it's like there was calyx spacing, not just node spacing.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much like a.
It
This
didn't
it looks
form.
like a long foxtail in a sense.
Yes, like
Mhm.
the entire every bud looks like a long foxtail.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what one of the
Um,
last one that we grew, that's what it did. Now, as crazy and
now
funky
it
as
was
it
a
looked,
clone.
that was, yeah, it was a clone. The originals didn't do that, but because we took 3 cuts off of that and the other 2 grew just fine, she was the only one that had that, what most people would call a deformity, but she was also
Mutation.
the mutation. Yeah, she was the best tasting one.
She was the frostiest and the
Mm.
most potent.
Mhm.
She was the most. I still actually have a little bit of her buds in the other room in a
That's
jar.
about how it
And
goes. Either the smallest and the smallest or the funkiest. Usually, it's got the best overall end result, what you're looking for. But never,
mm-hmm.
never wanting to grow a thing.
Yeah.
Just because of the way, yeah, just because of the way it is.
Yeah,
No. But that's usually why, even if it shows something funky or has some sort of mutation, we just still grow it out anyway, because you never know. I mean, it may be great or it
Yeah.
may be shit, but
yeah, and I think we had one of the clones we sent out of the banana berry muffin do that. Something very similar, not to the extreme, but it did something similar. 3-leaf mutation, because wasn't one of the phenos doing that?
yeah.
Number 4, I think it was. It was number 4. One of the cuts from number 4 did that, but it may have been something in the. It was shipped a few states away. It may have been something that her friend did because she doesn't seem to want to ever feed the damn things we send her.
Mm.
And
Mm.
and we give
So,
everything
because you're
from the
hungry.
day it probably from the day it's a seed, the day it comes out of the can. What is it? One for me, it's the next day. I'll start giving them water into their little cups. She doesn't, but I do. Even before they've popped, I'll give them a little nutrients in the cocoa just to make sure that once
Oh,
they
early,
pop, they've
early.
got some food. Yeah,
Oh, I did that with those 4 that are in there now.
and look at them.
They were barely even emerging out of the cocoa before they got nutrients, and it's full strength nutrients from the get go.
Yeah, full strength. Two. I run at about a 2.5 on the meter. What's that? A 2.5 EC, I think. Yeah,
Hmm.
Crimson.
and peaceful is or not peaceful.
Dirty
pH
bird.
is
Okay.
Mm.
nice. Was that Crimson's genetics you said you had there?
Yeah, I was like, oh, I seen it. I was like, I knew I had it going. I got the destination wedding going right here. That's a dirty bird. I had a
Mm.
couple of them up here. I was looking for them. I was trying to shout him out, but I can't find the other ones. But there's one of them. I popped the pack. They're in here somewhere. They're up here somewhere.
Gotcha.
Oh, there's another
Among
one.
amongst
There goes
all
another
of
one.
that mayhem.
Oh, I did
Yeah.
check
Yeah,
the
they're
pH
in
the
here
other day.
somewhere.
You
Oh,
said
there's
you
the
checked.
other that rainbow unicorn. Also, shout out.
Oh yeah.
Sorry.
Nice. No, you're good.
So I got the destination wedding and the rainbow unicorn, dirty bird. Had to shout you out. Got you in there. So go
Yeah,
ahead.
I did check the pH. 5.6.
Okay.
I only check. I only check if I check the, and it was only and it was really only because I had the. I only checked it that day that I was mixing the extra.
Yeah.
I accidentally put. We had a half of like a three quarters of a bottle of water because we use 5 gallon jugs because it keeps
Mhm.
everything. We measure the same amount of nutrients into the 5 gallons because I. It's got to be as simple as possible so I can do it and not think realistically.
Yeah, I'm sort of on the ghetto. I'm ghetto state. I've got that and a Hawaiian punch bottles.
Yeah. So we go. Well, we go get it. Our kids go get it from. We get it from artesian wells right down the road. It just comes out of a big metal
Oh,
pipe
that's
from the
awesome.
ground. So we get our water for free,
Yeah.
and we just use that
Oh,
spring
that's
water.
even
We
better.
don't test it. It's the same water we drink. If it, I mean, if I can drink it and be fine, my plants can drink it and be fine, and they thrive.
Hmm.
Mix the nutrients into that,
I
but
haven't
I
used it.
didn't realize I had one that was kind of full and dumped it and realized I had to, so I made like 8 gallons and had to remix it, and that's the only reason I use the meters because I don't ever check it. That's
I'm sort of
I'm a
getting into
lazy
the
grower.
never checking. I've always checked mine until recently, and then I've had two pins and a one replacement pro break on me, and I haven't checked. I haven't got another one in like 3 weeks, and everything's spraying. So I'm like, you know what? I just been using the same amount of drops, and I just gave up on it. But I've got here's one of them. I ain't even cleaned it. I got the glass broke on this one.
Hmm.
The other two
I
won't calibrate. It says it's calibrated, and then as soon as you put it in the water, it goes to 14 and stays red and won't do nothing else but stay at 14, no matter what you do to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
Had a
test it
bunch of
because
my
I
photos go up.
with our new nutrients I did test it for like the first week or two. We were testing it every time we mixed it, and when I
Mhm.
realized that no matter what, because I was checking before I'd put the nutrients in just to see, just so I knew, and if my pH in my water was 7 when I started, it still ended up at 5.6 to 5.8 after the nutrients. Or if it was at 6, it'd still be right there at the 5.6, 5.8. And I'm like, okay, so it's staying right here every time. So I stopped checking, and the plants
I'm
don't
saying,
care.
hmm.
Yeah.
So
I, I,
they
I
adjusting it
mix
just right for you.
3 scoops of A, 3 scoops of B, and 1 scoop of the sweet candy booster, and
Oh,
they just grow.
Yep.
awesome. Gotta love the
And
simple method.
and since I
Yeah.
do that every time, I don't have to. That's why, as long as it's not showing any issues with the plants, I just keep rocking with it. Now
I'm
I
sort
would
Yeah.
of
check
follow
if
the
I was having
same.
issues.
Yeah, I'm sort of following the same path you're going, but I always check mine. But I try to keep it simple. I ain't been checking here lately, but I'll do a tablespoon a gallon and rock it out. Two different nutrients. I'll throw some worm castings if I need to. But I guess three and call it a
Yeah.
day.
Yeah. We try to keep it as simple as possible. That
Well, I
uh,
also did it so our son could water if we were out of town, like he did when we were in Vegas.
yeah.
I
Hmm.
have to teach an idiot, I mean, teenage boy,
Oh Lord,
how to do something. He's 18,
I
but
understand.
Yeah.
oh, they know I call him an
Mine.
idiot out of love.
I get on mine too. Mine actually would be. I got what is today? I don't even think I got 10 days
Second,
till
third.
my. Oh yeah, about 10 days to the 18th on my oldest, and I ain't looking forward to it myself.
Your oldest is
Hey,
almost 18.
yeah, it's a girl. She's
Oh, our
already. Oh,
youngest
I'm
is
moving out.
18.
I'm moving out. Oh yeah, my youngest is the. Yeah, so my oldest is 18.
Yeah.
But I'll be 44 in 4 or 5 days. With 4 days, because right now it's the third, technically.
Yes. In 4 days.
Mm-hmm.
I will be 44 years old.
Yeah. He's old. There's
Shh.
I ain't too far behind. I'm not far behind at all. We would be still going after the same females. Let's put it that way. Growing up, we'd be at the same females. So yeah, we're close. We're still be in the same schools.
I
Yeah.
got you. We're within 4 years of each other, you and I. Is
Yeah.
that what you're saying?
Mhm. Yeah. We ain't that. Yep.
Yep, that's why his oldest is 18 and our youngest is 18. So
Mm-hmm.
that tracks with that.
But
So
yeah.
because our oldest is 21, so
Yeah. Well,
um
technically, she is older than I am, and her oldest is 21, and
yeah,
my child is 20. She'll be
yeah,
21 this year, and he'll be 22 since
yes.
we are in 26.
Yeah, she just turned
Yeah.
20. He's been 21 for a little while, so
Yeah.
but yeah, Blue Nose,
Yeah.
I agree with you. A little bit of drift here and there as far as a pH isn't bad either way. You just don't want large swings. You know, kind of like I mean none of us do, but a little bit up or
Hmm.
down. It
Kind of
really
like my
depends
moods.
on um yeah, large swings are not good on both. So but yeah, it's
I just caught that.
ours. Yeah, ours doesn't stray very far. A couple points up, maybe or down, either way, and it doesn't seem to hurt anything. We just try to make sure that everything stays lower, of course, than like 6.2 or so, because we're in cocoa. I try to keep it when we were especially doing the watering bases. I was trying to keep it more towards the 5.6, 5.7 with our old nutrients because the pH would rise a little bit after a few days. So if they didn't empty the base, which they usually did because they were autos, um, then the pH wouldn't go above 6. But with the new nutrients, it doesn't seem to drift that far from where it is. So we've been going a little bit higher, 5.7, 5.8 or so, and it pretty much stays there even in the
BWC.
DWC buckets. Yeah. So even after you know a week in DWC, it's still sitting. You know,
Because we don't change buckets either.
yeah, no, we don't.
I just
Y'all,
fill them once. I just
y'all,
top them off.
we are
I'm telling you,
lazy.
I'm lazy as fuck.
we, we are some lazy growers. For everything coming, I'm surprised everything comes out as well as it does. But if it didn't, we would change it, of course. I mean, I'm not going to continue to screw up my plants. But if again, as long as everything's coming out good, we are lazy, and I'm not going to do any more than I have to.
We've also
So
got our process down pretty pat, so
yeah, I change a little
that's
bit
a good
here
thing.
and there just to see a little bit of difference between strains, but it's how the strains are, change or are affected, not necessarily the process. So it's what the strain can handle or do, not, we're testing the genetics more than anything.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I've always grown with two intentions, honestly. Because every strain we grow, I think I've thought since the beginning, what can we breed this and keep it with other stuff? Because I've always wanted. I mean, I come from a more gardening background. I grew up with a bunch of farmers, honestly, when I was a teenager and kid, and all my friends went to FFA and FHA and all that stuff. Or not
Yeah.
FHA, FFA, and there was another one, 4-H. That's what I was trying to say, 4-H. I don't know why I said FHA. They went and bought
Yeah.
houses.
Yeah.
They went to 4-H and stuff
Mhm.
like that because I went to a really small. I lived in a small town of like 200 people when I was in high school. I mean, my high school was 6 different towns, and the whole population of the school, like 4 years ago, was 300 kids from K through 12. The high school I went to. They let kids out for the week of fall for not for fall break, but for harvest when the harvest came through.
Yeah.
So,
Whereas the high school I went to, that had more kids in my graduating class alone than his entire school. So,
Mm.
and there were 2 high schools in the city I went to school in, and they still both had that many kids per graduating class, so a seed.
Yeah, and they
Oh
bust
no,
they
is my
bust
phone
six
dying?
different town and
I got
boom.
1%, and my phone's acting
I don't
Uh-oh.
retarded.
know.
If I just shut off, my phone died.
Okay.
I lost
Well,
y'all.
we can let you
If I
go.
did, happy holidays, happy New Year.
Same to
Alright.
you.
Oh, I can hear
Bye,
you.
Lowe's. Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah, my
Yeah.
phone's about to. I think it's about to cut out.
Okay,
Well,
that's
happy New
fine.
Year, y'all.
Oh,
Happy New
Y'all have a
Year.
great one.
you
I
Absolutely.
don't
Thank
too.
want to.
you for
I
coming
don't
up
want to
and
get cut
hanging
off.
out with us. Yep.
Happy New
All
Year.
good. All right. Have a
All right,
good
you're
one. We'll
welcome.
talk to
Thank
you
you for
later.
having me on. Yeah, I lost
Absolutely.
y'all for a second. I thought it died. All right,
No,
y'all have a
it's
great one.
probably about to. Bye.
I was about to quickly show these two, but if it dies, I'll show you. These two are pollinated too. I just been letting them sit over here. It's all fully seeded, about dried up. We're picking now. I gotta go through those. I got bags of gear I've got to sort. Y'all have a great one.
All right. Well, you have fun with that. You too. Bye. Oh, goodness. Uh, yeah. Gotta go to bed, work in the morning. Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, I'll have to work tomorrow too. I don't have to get up super early in the morning, but I'm really tired and need to go to sleep anyways, and we've been on for 2.5 hours, so I'm good with that. Um, so we'll be back next Friday. Y'all support your other local shows. Tomorrow is Seed to Harvest. I actually produced that show with Canorado Chris and of course El Canosaur. Um,
Did you
and
say local shows?
well, I
You
did
are
say
tired.
local. I am tired, sorry. It's my brain is shut off. No, not local shows. Um,
I mean, you
other
should go to local
content.
shows if you guys have them. But
Yeah, other content creators. Yeah,
so I'm
that's
trying to
what
get
those
the
people are called. Um,
camera.
so Seed to Harvest tomorrow, 5:30 Central Standard Time. Just depends on your time zone, cause but and then on Sunday, Levels does a show and grow and hang out in the mornings. Dr. Dank Nugs and Sly, and between Monday and Tuesday. Who else? I don't know. GCN
GCN on Wednesday and
on
Friday.
Wednesday and Friday night. So, um, always, Lowe's, you're always welcome. Um, have a good night, John, Jesse, guys. Thanks for hanging out with us. Um, we're gonna drop off here, but everybody have a good evening. Have a happy New Year. Hi, Mom. We love you. If you get to see this, but that
Weird. That's
that meant
weird.
you had to stay till the end. Hmm. So everybody have a happy New Year and stay safe this week. All right.
Bye.
Bye.